Ivan, Ukrainian artillery is everywhere. There is water right in front. What are you doing? Relax, Ivan. This tank, made in the Soviet Union. It's waterproof. Oh, пиздец, water is everywhere. We are drowning. Relax, Ivan. This water, it's made in the Soviet Union. It's undrownable. Ой, пиздец, козёл, блядь. Слава Богу. This is what's going on the minds of orcs while under the Ukrainian artillery fire. You're gonna love this. This is the photo of pro-Kremlin war correspondent Sergei Sreda with Wagner Group mercenaries just posing. This photo was posted on Sreda's Telegram channel, but has been since deleted. Now it gets interesting. Ukrainian forces used this very photo to identify the location to be in Popasna, a certain building in Popasna, which was used as the Wagner Group headquarters and staging area. Thanks to this one Russian propaganda photo, HIMARS tore the place down. Casualties run high. Ukrainian forces are using Russian propaganda images to their favor. What? My friends, it is time to thank the Patreons, people who allow me to do what I do. YouTube demonetizes most of these videos, so Patreons keep me running. Roman Zakaluzny, Stephen Midgley, Greg Hauser, Matt McAllister, Hubert, Josep Mieks, Mikko Loko, Mr Papagorgio, William Begues, Frankenstein 144, Lucky Lander, Dirk Uwe, Vendrik, Dmitri Sabanin. Thank you to all of these people for keeping this channel going. If you like my channel, the Patreon link is in the description below. Tier 10 and above, and I'll be butchering your name with my Estonian pronunciation. Steven Seagal. Yes, the Steven Seagal was ordered to Olenivka. Olenivka, you know, the place where Russia Azovstal defenders with a firebomb. You know, he is in Russia, he lives in Russia, he's a friend of Putin. This is what the great Steven Seagal has to say about the situation. And bear in mind, he is an expert in this matter.
So, if you look at the structure from the outside and the inside, it sure looks like a rocket or a missile to me. If you look at the beds and all of the stuff like that, this is certainly not a bomb. So, and not to mention that the Russian government now does have a lot of artifacts from the HIMARS.
I love what you guys think of this. I like how he's out of breath just examining the destruction around him. I mean, yeah, the dude is old. Ukraine has done it again. Mysterious explosions 220 kilometers from the front in Crimea. This is the second attack. This time it was a huge ammo depot. It went up in a huge fireworks. Well, thank God they do. We have something to watch from YouTube now. Besides the ammo depot being demilitarized, also they attacked a railroad and an electric substation. Rail transportation was halted across Crimea. Zelensky has stated that Crimea is the new front. I mean, Russia is obviously helpless against HIMARS. If these were HIMARS, we don't really know, but I think they were. Connected to this, Crimea is number one place for Russians to go on a vacation in Russia. It's one of the hottest parts in Russia, so obviously in summer there's a lot of people who vacate, tourists, Russian tourists in Crimea. Well, now they're all leaving, and Russians who live in Crimea are leaving a week from the first attacks. Now, the convoy, bumper-to-bumper traffic out of Crimea over the bridge to Russia is 25 kilometers long. Only yesterday, 38,000 vehicles drove over that bridge, and it's still going on. 7 days already. Crimea is running empty. And bear in mind, this is after 2014, when Putin has poured billions of dollars into Crimea to make it a tourist attraction for Russians. And now they're all going away. In this video, Ukrainians sent a kamikaze drone to Russia. It happens in Kraivoronsky district in Belgorod Oblast. The small kamikaze drone was sent to take down this surveillance and communications tower. These towers can serve multiple purposes for the military, so taking these down is a top-notch priority. I love the fact that the explosion was precisely strong enough to barely take down this tower. A bit weaker and the tower could have stayed up. I love how you guys see it. Putin is saying, the tower had to be taken down for scheduled maintenance. This is normal. Everything is going according to plan. Drink vodka, make babies. Oh my god, you guys are funny. In this video we can see the right way to use RPGs against armor. Since they are known to be one of the weaker anti-armor weapons, you need many of them. But luckily they are also one of the cheapest anti-armor weapons and one of the easily producible anti-armor weapons. In this video we can see 3 soldiers taking turns in firing 5 shots to the same location. The Russian T-72s are advertised by Russian Defense Ministry to have reactive explosive armor. You know, this is the kind of armor that explodes when an RPG, for example, is flying towards it. It explodes, detonating the missile mid-air. It is very effective actually against an RPG, if it works. In the case of Russian T-72s, it's filled with rubber, regular rubber. I guess the general stole the reactive explosive armor and sold it for money and replaced it with rubber. You know, this is called corruption in the Russian army. And it infects every part of it. Well, at least now we know why Russian tanks get knocked out so easily. Ukrainian officials reported that Russian military high command is leaving Kherson. On August 13, Mykolaiv Regional Military Administration head Vitaly Kim wrote on a Telegram post: "The entire Russian military command staff is moving to the other side of Dnieper River." We get these accounts from multiple Ukrainian officials. Russians have about 20,000 troops on the Ukrainian side of Dnieper River. This is happening all after Ukraine attacked all of the bridges crossing Dnieper. Look at this missile flying up to take down a tank. It acts like a javelin missile and boom! What doesn't act like a javelin missile is the fact that this tank keeps on driving after the explosion. Oh, wait, there's fire inside the engine room. Ivan tries to go right, Ivan tries to go left, Ivan decides, pochuj, and he makes an Olympic record run for it. Even Usain Bolt could not catch this guy. He fast! Wait a minute, is he Sonic? In this video we can see 5 orcs abandoning their positions under Ukrainian machine gun fire. How can we tell it's a machine gun fire? Well, look at the dust particles coming off from the building. Now this is what I call a proper way to suppress an enemy. I don't know how the Ukrainian forces advance in this situation, but I can only assume the machine gun is firing away while a half squad or a full squad is advancing rapidly towards the building, while the enemy is suppressed. In this video we can see an orcish BMP driving. There is a nice gate made out of 2 destroyed BMPs, funneling the driving BMP straight toward a mine. It takes the bait and boom! Detonates the tank mine. Note how the squad that was on top of the BMP scrambles like ants. Why are they on the top of the vehicle in the first place? Well, everybody in the Soviet or Russian army know that BMPs and BTRs, doesn't matter which generation, they're not designed to withstand the blast from an anti-tank mine. Their bottoms are weak. And everybody knows that you have a higher percentage of survival driving on top of the vehicle, even with the risk of being shot at, than driving inside the vehicle. That's why you see Russian infantry always on top of the BMPs and BTRs. And in this case, it actually saved their lives. In this video we can see 2 orcish BMPs and suddenly kaboom! The first one is hit hard. Doesn't seem like a mine. By the explosion of it, I would call an RPG. The orcs scramble into headless chickens and run all over the place. My question is, what do they do? Where do they run? I mean, we all know that orcs cannot fight without their armor. I mean, they cannot fight with their armor. They can only fight with artillery. What do they do when they stop running? I know, they will never stop running. This way they don't have to think about the next step, you know, what to do. They will just keep on running. I love what you guys think about this. Special high kinetic rapid disassembly sequence, field deployment version. Russian High Command report. In this video we see a Canadian medic driving a Mitsubishi Pajero to pick up some civilians on the Russian side of Donbass and bringing them back to the Ukrainian side, you know, saving them. He hits a mine, kaboom, and he survives. This guy's name is Brandon Mitchell and he truly is a hero, putting his life in danger to save civilians from the Russian side and bring them back to the Ukrainian side. He apologizes at the end of the video that he couldn't do it. I think he's already done enough.
I'm sorry.
In this video we can see an orcish half squad. 4 orcs strolling away in a beautiful day. When suddenly, wham, bam, thank you ma'am. Since we could see it land, I would say it's a kamikaze drone. The rest of the orcs just run away, leaving their comrade to go gently into the dark night. Спокойной ночью, as they say in Russian. This is it from me, my friends. If you like what I do, the Patreon link is in the description below. Or you can get Knock 'em Out Cold merch also in the description below. Slava Ukraini!